Hello and welcome to the 9th episode of Gents Talking Current Events. I'm Paul, this is my brother Joe, and our nephew James.
What's going on?
For those of you who have not seen us, we are just three gents, talking about current events. We have no particular background at all that would give us any reason to do this.
Nope.
But we like smoking cigars and having a drink and just talking about what's going on. So if you like us, subscribe, comment. If you don't like us or you're offended, that happens. Get over it. But just want to say that today is September 10th, correct?
September 10th.
And we're doing this podcast at about 6 o'clock in the evening. And unfortunately, we're going to talk about some difficult subject matter, but it's just in the news, and we figured we'd bring it up. And
just touch on it.
And that is the unfortunate shooting of Charlie Kirk at a Utah college. What college?
Yeah. I don't know what college it was, but he was there doing what he normally does, and that's talking to college students.
Charlie Kirk, I followed him. I love thinking and talking politics.
That's why we started this in a sense.
And I tend to be of conservative mindset, but I also like to think that I have an open mind and I can be in the middle on some topics, and I get both sides of the topic. And when I talk about it, I love having a good conversation, but I don't get negative, call people names, want to hate on people. And I felt like even though he was very outspoken in how he said things, he was good about not doing that.
Yes, 100%.
And he liked to have the back and forth conversation, and his quickness about his thoughts and how eloquently he would say things I liked.
He was a good debater.
He was a good debater, but more than his political beliefs, he was first and foremost a Christian.
Oh yeah, born again evangelical. He was very adamant about it.
And a husband and a father, which is difficult. So
I just want to say we are praying for his family. He has two beautiful kids. His wife, lives will forever be changed. You know, this is not the ends we have to go to. This is not the way we solve problems.
No, I mean, you should be able to voice your opinion, and you shouldn't have to be shot for it. And
it's just really difficult to imagine, like, his wife, his close friends and family, his children, all three of us being fathers.
Mm-hmm. My daughter's at college, so immediately I thought about that aspect of it. And there was quite a few people around him. And I unfortunately watched a video that was posted on Instagram, and the person that was videotaping it was right up in front, and you see the whole
scenario.
It was very graphic and very horrible, and all those people that are there, whether they liked him or not, are going to have that with them for a long time, and it's horrible.
Just sending prayers and thoughts to,
it's just difficult times, and who knows what the answer is to all of this, like, frustration with each side. But yeah, and then you also have a school shooting, unfortunately, in Denver today, and 3, I believe, high school kids are in the hospital, and so we pray for them too, that they, survive. And
the only thing that's holding me together is that I know with confidence. Obviously, I don't know for sure because I don't know who he was in his private life, but I know by the fruits with which he delivered that he is with God. That's one thing that's like giving me peace. Yeah. And another thing that gives me peace about his family. If he was living that kind of a life, one that I strive to live for, one that he gave me confidence in my faith and proclaiming it no matter who was around. I just pray that his family is comforted by the Comforter, and that they're given peace in immense this crazy turmoil. It's just terrible. But to your point, we just wanted to bring it up.
And then there's all kinds of things that spawn from this. The debate about the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
His thoughts on it.
But it almost needs to be like the other couple times we were talking about these type of things. just let things. You don't need to start
Right.
jumping at the bit.
Because you can't, like you brought up, that you can't even go on social media right now.
Yeah.
Because there are already people debating about this and
saying negative things. Can we just let everybody be peaceful for a couple minutes? Can we
Right.
just let everybody take a breath and realize what happened, the gravity of the situation, because it is.
just like stop hating people.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can move on
To a lighter topic, which I think is just kind of funny. The Phillies had a very interesting, almost like a Coldplay gate, but Karen gate.
Yeah.
So what happened exactly? Did you watch the full video?
Oh, I watched the video. I mean, the ball home run was hit out in the outfield right in front of this couple and landed. I think it hit right in front of them and it ran on the ground, and there was those two reaching down trying to get it in the row in front of them. The guy next to him is trying to grab it, and this guy from like 10 seats down runs over, and they're all trying to grab for it, and the guy from 10 seats over gets it, runs back, so happy, hands it to his son, is hugging his son.
Great moment. That's a classic baseball moment.
It's in his son's mitt. It's great.
It's his son's birthday.
Yes.
Like, what a perfect birthday.
But she did not like it. She runs over there, starts yelling at the guy.
Now, in the crowd of the people gathering to get the ball, who was she? Was she the person sitting in the front and it landed in front of her?
Yes, in front of the couple.
Oh, so she was the couple. She was one of the couple.
So she runs over and starts yelling that you took that away from me, and he's just like, what? I don't know. And he was all startled by her yelling at him. And there's a little bit of interaction back and forth, and you took it from me. And so the dad just simply takes it out of the son's mitt and hands it to her and says, okay, go. And as she's walking back, I don't know, someone starts to say something to her, like,
I
hey.
would have been.
Yeah. And it may have been the guy that she was with, and she's just like, no. But have you seen that after that? Like, some other guy start heckling her, she got in his face and start yelling at him.
Really?
I guess she started flipping people off because everyone was heckling her.
I would have been heckling her. If I would have saw
What are your thoughts? Because the rule of the thumb,
you get it, it's yours.
yeah, it's free fall.
She was not entitled to that ball.
She felt like she was.
That ball bounced around.
Now, someone showed a video from like behind them, and they're all reaching down, and some people are saying that maybe she had it in her hand and he took it out of her hand. They're all reaching for it.
It's a confusion of the moment.
Yes, and listen, I could, like you said, he had the right to the ball. I could see if he walked over and he was just standing with the ball, and she wanted to say, hey, that should have been mine. Mm-hmm. That's one thing. But as soon as that ball went into that kid's mitt,
done.
If she started walking towards them and she sees that ball going to that kid's mitt, she should have just turned around and walked back.
Or just should have been like, hey, I don't like what you did.
But the moral of the story is, you go to the ball game with an extra ball in your pocket. You give them the wrong ball. You ever see?
So now everybody's gonna be walking around with this big.
You ever see the young kid that catches a foul ball?
Oh yeah.
And he literally turns around to like a couple cute girls behind him, and he goes like this. He catches the ball. He takes another ball he has there, and he goes like this. And they're like, oh, you're so sweet.
So he's like,
but then he points to his
13,
buddy.
14
Yeah, but he points to his buddy. He's like, dude, the real ball's in my glove.
And the girls behind him are probably like,
it's great.
The girls behind him are like 5 years older, and so he's like,
oh, they were more like in their mid-20s or something.
And they all were like,
they're like, oh, he's so
greatest
sweet.
thing.
It's like great. So the moral of the story: go with an extra ball, give them a fake one. They won't even know.
You are right, because it happened to Lindsay. We were at the Chicago Fenway.
Oh, that's right.
They were playing in Arizona. We were over in this corner up in the bleachers because we just got bleacher tickets. We're there with her mom, her sister, and her brother-in-law. We're having a good time. He's like, let's move over there. People cleared out, so we moved down. We're more in the middle. We're hanging out. This line drive home run, and he's pretty famous now. I can't remember his name. From Arizona, gets just launched right at us. And it's a line drive, and it's coming right at. But I'm sitting next to my wife, and her mom's right there. It's coming beeline right at her. And luckily, she kind of turned, and it bounces behind us. And Lindsay turns around, and the ball comes right into her hand, and she catches it.
No way.
And she turns around, and she just like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And we're all like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah. Literally, not to our knowledge at the time, the whole stadium turned against her.
Because it's not our team's home run.
In Chicago.
In Chicago. It was the Arizona.
If the opposing
If
team
the opposing team hits a home run,
throw it back. That's what they start yelling. Throw it back. I mean, it got louder. And she's just like, no. And she's looking at me, and then she looks at Brian, our brother-in-law. He's from that area. And she's like, what am I supposed to do? And he's like, and she wanted to keep that. Mm-hmm. And she's all like, what the heck? And she looks at me, and I'm like, I think you probably should throw it back. Because it was so loud. And to the point of the boy that stands on the third base side that catches foul balls, he starts coming out and is waving for her to throw it.
Really?
Yes. He's out in the outfield. And so she finally very reluctantly throws it back. And then everyone cheers. And then we find out, like, I bought her a sign that literally says, number one rule, opposing team hits a home run, you throw it back.
Wow.
So had we
had an extra ball.
And I'm not joking. We can go back and I can send it. You can put it in the video. There was actually, it was on ESPN.
Was it really?
The home run coming out and her standing there with her arm up, holding the ball.
Very proud.
She's still salty about it to this day. And that was 2 years ago.
But
You have the video?
The ESPN?
Yeah. I gotta see that. I've never seen it.
I think you have.
Holding out on me, man.
no, but I don't know if you guys have ever been to a baseball game. Home run balls, foul balls are for kids. I feel like if I was there by myself,
Unless you're the dad that catches the ball with the beer and his kid, and he drops his kid for a second, catches the ball, and then grabs his kid, he can keep it.
But what I'm trying to say is if I'm at a baseball park by myself and I catch a ball and there's a kid in close proximity, I'm not going to go walking around.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be like, here, take this ball. Even though he didn't catch it, it's going to be a memory. I caught a foul ball at an Indians game a long time ago with your sister. She took my younger brother and I to a game. I think it might have been one of our first Indians games. And my brother and I, we caught a foul ball. I had that thing on my shelf for the longest time. And I'm not just saying this because I don't think I caught it. I think someone gave it to us.
Well, you can't go to a soccer game with an extra soccer ball. You can't go to a football game with an extra football. I mean, maybe you can go to a Browns game and like show the kicker how to kick.
Oh, yeah.
By the way.
But before we get to that, hold on.
Before we get to that, let's wrap this up.
Before
we get to that.
What I'm trying to say is I would find a kid if he was close to me, I'd give it to him. But if I had my son with him, it's his ball. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people were hating on the dad, saying you shouldn't have done that, you should have held your ground and stuff like that. But he went on the news and he said, I was a little like afraid. My number one priority was my son's safety. And this chick is in our faces.
Thankfully, they made out better.
So go ahead. Say what they got.
They made out better. They pulled him in the side. They had a signed baseball bat from the guy that hit the home run and everything like that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's good press.
And pictures with him. They actually came up there into the stands, gave him a whole bag of guard.
I know.
And now that lady's famous. You know, she's
for the wrong reason.
She's the baseball Karen.
Infamous, yeah.
She's the baseball Karen.
But she came out.
The Phillies Karen.
But she came out and said that she's like can't even leave her house. She's getting harassed.
Well, you know what? Hey.
But so then the dad and the son went on the news, and the dad was just saying, I think I did the right thing. I was kind of nervous. I didn't know what to do. And he said he kind of regretted it, the fact that he gave up his son's whatever. But then they asked the kid, hey, what do you think? And he said, I think my dad did the right thing in the moment. I love everything that I got, but I really wish I was able to keep that ball on my birthday. So now everybody's coming out and saying,
if she wants to make it right,
you should send that ball back to that kid. If I went through all that and I did all that and everybody's coming at me with all this hate. Now the dad on the news said, stop threatening her. Stop threatening her physically. Threatening.
That's once again. It's why are people so stupid?
I think ridiculous.
Actually, I kind of think that on how blown out of proportion it got. Maybe I do feel a little bad for the lady.
I do, yeah.
Okay, but I mean,
but the dad
I didn't feel too bad. I started to feel bad for her, but then when I saw that she was possibly flicking people off, and getting in people's faces,
she was doubling down.
She was doubling down,
and she was doubling down on the wrong hand, man. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now. But he said, don't do this to her. That's wrong. But I want the ball.
Yeah,
and she should. She should
He
have realized
didn't look like a type of guy. Like he wasn't like
a confrontational.
Yeah, like if she could have done that to the wrong guy, and the wrong guy could have been like, push her.
Yeah, get out.
But the moral of the story, besides me making fun about bringing another ball, have we not learned that when you are in a massive stadium
know.
of some sort, that there's 500 different angles of that being filmed
and microphones and
by people, by the camera guy, by somebody? Just don't do something that you shouldn't do.
She acts like that in public. What does she act like? The guy she was with, I don't know who he was, if it was her husband, brother, or who. He stayed seated.
He didn't want anything to do with it.
He didn't want it.
Because if he would have said anything,
I think he's the one that said something to her as she was coming back, and she looked at him and said no. Like
that's not a fun house to be at night.
But once again, I would like to think that if I'm in public doing something stupid, my wife will say, "Honey, this isn't appropriate." Or if she started to, which she would never, getting out of control like that, I would be like, "I'm shutting you down.
Yeah.
This isn't."
I agree with you 100%. And that there's been moments where
if she's with that guy, unless they were on like a first date, then I say no. He doesn't need to say anything to her. But
or it was a what is it?
I don't know what you're gonna say.
What's it called when you're cheating?
Oh yeah.
They were having an affair,
and he was like,
"I got them with affair."
He was cheating on her, and he's like, stop, put the ball back, get the camera off of us, let's be done. You know what I mean?
There's similarities between her and the other one that was having the affair.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But there's a lot of these cases. Like I saw another one because of this happening. Like in my news feed, there was other ones. There's a woman that just a guy was trying to throw a ball to the kid, and she just grabs it and runs off. Then there was the guy.
Well, recently the tennis player.
Tennis was trying to give his hat to a kid, and this CEO of some company just snatches it. And the kid's like, "No, wait, he's trying to give that." And the tennis player didn't notice because they're signing stuff, and he just went to hand it to the kid.
Didn't realize it was happening.
That the guy grabbed it.
It's just a shame.
But then that guy doubled down and said, "Hey, in life you need to be fast, and you weren't fast enough. I got it."
It's a child.
Yeah.
No.
If it was you and me, and we were fighting over something like that ball in, and I grabbed it, I'd be like, I got it.
That's what I said. I could see her getting mad at him if it was just him. Mm-hmm. But when it's a kid involved and the ball's already in this kid's mitt and they're hugging each other.
It was such a good moment.
Yes.
But like you said, in the end, the kid made out. Mm-hmm. I think he will get the ball. I hope he gets the ball.
It would have been quite the evilness if she's just like, no.
It would be so screw you. Yeah. It would be such a screw you, an actual middle finger if she does not send that ball to him.
And I'm surprised she didn't come out and say, "Hey, I want to get together with this guy. I want to apologize, and I'll give them the ball. Leave me alone."
Wouldn't that be a normal thing to do?
Oh, she doesn't have that in her bones. You can tell she's a bad person.
You could tell.
And
What's the one with the little Lord of the Rings or something?
Schmeagol?
Yes.
Yes.
Someone took her, made it look like her, and taking the ball and then coming back and going like this. Does he do that in the movie?
Stuff like that.
And in that movie, it's invisible until the ring's on.
You are invisible if the ring goes on you.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're invisible with the ring on.
That was the power of the ring.
Yeah. Well, it was a lot, but yeah.
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 But he's like, they made her look like that in the Philly outfit and holding the baseball. It was funny. Okay, so what's your problem with the Browns? Same problem I have. We're in a damn game.
Listen,
I know you don't really
didn't watch.
Okay, but listen, you have a higher probability of going 20 years of producing
shit. I'm sorry, I said
pure mediocrity. Mm-hmm. It's harder to do that than it is to succeed.
Like when the Browns
win a Super Bowl.
But when the Browns went
No, not even win a Super Bowl. Don't even need to win a Super Bowl.
No, just be good on a regular basis. When the Browns lost every single game of the season, you were the one that said, "I think it's harder to do that than just to accidentally win one." Right?
So
I can see your point.
In high school, I played baseball, basketball, golf, and soccer, okay, because we were a small school.
Yeah.
But I was a pretty fair athlete. I can kick a football. I can kick a football. Now, I have never kicked a football in a live
Yes.
game.
Yes, with people screaming and cheering.
But I
and
played
pressures
soccer.
on.
I played soccer, and I can kick a
How long did you play soccer?
long enough ball.
I don't remember you playing soccer.
You played soccer.
I did not play soccer. I
Okay.
ran out on the rainy field and I cried.
Well, you did go on the field. You had shin guards on, and you just kind of stood there.
I just ran around. All
just
I
ran
remember from soccer when I was little, because that's when you're like 6 years old.
No, we played when we were older. I played up all the way to high school.
I stopped. You may have continued playing, which I don't remember.
Okay, but I can kick a ball. Let me tell you something. And there's somewhere we would go to the high school stadium over there and stuff like that. And sometimes just for fun, guys would like hold up the football and you'd kick field goals. Kick 30 yards, 40 yards. I mean, literally, how do you miss a 13-yard field goal?
It was 13
Well, they were
yards.
on the 13 yards.
How
it was 23
But
yards.
how do you
Probably
miss
the
an extra
equivalent.
point?
Yes, it was. He missed an extra point to tie the game.
And then you miss a 13-yarder to win the game. Like, listen, you just can't do that. Then I have to watch 2 other football games with these monstrosity comeback from behind wins in the fourth quarter. Minnesota Vikings, the kid that just came from Michigan, McCarthy. Dude, he was looking like he was still a freshman in high school the first half of that game because he couldn't do anything right. It was bad. And I went to bed. I come to find out the kid comes back and scores 21 points in
What
the
position?
fourth quarter. Quarterback.
Oh, wow.
21 points in the fourth quarter because he's got heart and he's got conviction. And that's how that kid got to where he is, and he's going to probably go on to be super successful. He finds a way to win. But we cannot win a football game. Then you go ahead, the Buffalo Bills come back to beat Baltimore. In the very end, it was like 20-25 or something
The guy kicks
crazy.
the field goal to win.
Comes all the way down the field. They score in the very last.
But the bad thing about all this kicker that he's talking about, he's a rookie. Is he from Michigan?
I don't even know.
Was named the best kicker in college. Comes to us in all of his practices and all of the preseason games that he kicked, extra points and field goals, he did not miss one yet. He comes into the game, has to kick 2 extra pointers and a field goal. Or maybe he did kick another field goal. I don't know. But he misses 2 of them. And we lose the game.
I have to look for this video. But like 5 years ago.
Yes, you should find it.
Listen,
Maybe longer than 5 years.
it might be longer than 5 years.
Because you're
ago.
getting old.
We were in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
We are staying. We are staying in.
We or you?
All of us, the whole family.
The whole family.
Oh, maybe
was there.
if you keep describing, I'll remember.
The whole
big cabin,
The
we
whole
were
family
down in
was there,
Tennessee.
and I remember.
Oh, wow.
I'll find this video, and it's going to get tied into this little podcast. But
You got to
it
post
was
with it.
going on. I was complaining about the Browns kicker back then when
Man.
we got rid of Phil Dawson, and I was
Maybe
standing
that's
there.
why we got jinxed because we got rid of Phil Dawson.
I'm
too soon.
standing there. I'll have to find it. We're staying in this huge, massive, like 30-person log cabin. And there's a side profile where I kick a football
all the way over this.
60 yards, maybe further. And it's not a lie.
Wait. You did it over the house?
Over the whole entire house.
Yes, I remember we were joking around about it, and all of us younger cousins,
Couldn't believe it.
we were like, no way could you
Yes.
kick this over the house.
So it's
absolutely no way you could kick this over the house. And
And
I
I
watched you bomb
booed
that.
it.
I was
Did he
like,
kick it over?
what in the world?
Cleared it easily. You got to.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's a side profile video, and it's no joke.
And you
I
bombed it.
only played
From all
soccer.
from all those years of playing soccer that I don't remember.
That's
Did I
right.
come to any of your games?
You were the water boy, Paul. You ran around with the water squirts.
So basically, like I said last episode, depression is setting in.
It is. You did. You called it. You said that Paul in a few weeks, and now it's already week 1.
And you're already...
I was so mad.
Hey, until the weather gets bad around here in Cleveland, it's not worth watching the Browns.
No,
Just
go golfing.
Go golfing.
Go golfing.
Because nobody's going to be on the golf course.
Anything else.
But watch the Browns.
But you know what? And I tell myself that all the way up until about Friday, that I'm not watching them. I'm not going to spend the time. I'm not going to waste my energy. And then I'm like,
hope comes back.
Saturday comes, and I'm like, tomorrow
The hope
Browns
comes
are coming.
back.
I got to cut the grass before the Browns game. I'll go to church, get it all done so I can sit and watch it.
The hope comes back. It's a
Otherwise, they played a good game.
Just that portion.
Defense was good. Just can't seal the deal.
See, now you guys played soccer and sports. I was in chess club. You know what I mean? I didn't play sports.
How did that do for you?
I mean, you want to hear a funny story?
I think I played
I'm in chess club.
Different kind of chess.
Oh wait, different kind.
I'm in chess.
I heard the word chess and I'm like, what?
And then you showed up for the club?
And you're like,
He heard about a chess club, and he's like, I'm in.
Wait.
Sign me up.
Another funny story.
And then he shows up, and it's like,
What? These guys? I'm out of here. My mom used to make calendars for every year. My mom used to make a calendar every year.
of all the family
A
events.
printout calendar of every month with all the families, either events, anniversaries for brothers and sisters already
I remember
married,
that. Yep.
birthdays, whatever.
Birthdays, she would make it. It was really
She'd
nice.
make all these things. On my birthday, November 12th,
Everybody else just had a cake.
had a cake, Paul's birthday, Irene's birthday, whatever. My birthday, November 12th, for 10 years straight, from like 13 till I was 25.
Oh, 35. She
Yeah.
stopped doing it like...
She put a girl in a bikini. On that day. It's like Joe's birthday, girl in a bikini. Not a cake, not balloons, girl in a bikini, girl in a bikini.
Yes. Everybody else was a cake or like a balloons. Joe, every year, girl in a bikini. Maybe not from the age of 13.
Probably 14. Whenever my mom realized I was really into girls.
Yeah. Okay, so my only story I have about anything sports related, because chess is a sport, just kidding, is I was pretty decent at it, and you played the tournament, and I won the tournament, and then the last thing you do in the class was whoever won the tournament played the teacher.
Whoa.
What?
And if you beat the teacher, you won like 100.
What grade are you in?
I was probably in 7th or 8th
Why
grade.
did I not know this about you too? Jeez, I don't even know you guys.
Yeah, I know.
That's why we do the podcast.
You played and like the whole entire year, that was the whole thing. You play in the tournament, whoever wins the tournament plays the teacher. If you beat the teacher, he has this glass chess set, like at the front of the class. And if you beat him, you win. It's like $160 glass chess set. And I played him, and I moved checkmate. I said it very softly. Moved, checkmate. And he stood up and said, nope, you cheated. Nope, you lost. You cheated. There's no way you beat me. No way. All the other kids are like, no. No, it was illegal. He did everything right.
What would you do that was...
I don't know. I think that I shot his ego down. He didn't give me the chess set. And I had to go to the principal and say, hey, look, I really am not worried about it. But this was a whole entire year. The first year I lost in the tournament. The second year is when this was like the thing for 2 years. You play the teacher, you win the chess set. And the principal made him give me the chess set.
Really?
Yes. Wow. And I had this chess set in our house. Like, it was like a really clear glass and then like the white, like scuffed glass. It was super nice.
So
I had that in the house.
The moral of the story is that guy needs a backup chess set.
You bring a backup baseball?
Oh, you don't win that one. You win this one over here.
The plastic one.
That's my only good story.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's pretty crazy.
So, yeah.
It is unfortunate when like a teacher can't just be like,
and I wasn't
wow,
even like,
good game.
I wasn't even trying to be like, boom, checkmate. Yeah, I won. Give me the. I was just like, checkmate, and just like looked at him, and he just got red in the face. Nope, you lost. Nope, you must have cheated.
Did he ever admit that you did win?
I think when he was giving me the set, because he kind of had to. But all my buddies that were in the club were like, no, he won. He like there was nothing he did that was wrong. Because we all were studying the book. We went through the, you know what I mean?
So
we're nerds.
What's that movie called? The Queen's...
Queen's Gambit. I think it's a TV show. I've watched
watched
one episode. I haven't watched much of it.
It's worth watching.
Wait, is it a TV show?
It's
a series.
It's a series. But yeah, because...
She had a photographic memory.
Well, and she started learning from a guy at her school orphanage. So it was an orphanage.
The janitor.
The janitor. And when she finally beat him, he was just like...
Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another level. Because my older brother Dominic is really good at chess.
I used to play him all the time.
And
has anyone ever beat him?
I have not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I have another friend, Keith. He's a very good player, and they would play online and stuff, because it's a very. I'm not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bad. I mean, I'm pretty decent, but I am not going to go like to top level. But it's a different mindset. Like, you have to think so far ahead of what you're trying to accomplish.
Like, I feel like in other parts of life, I'm being serious. I think ahead.
Oh, I thought you were saying other parts of life. I just can't think ahead.
No, I think ahead, and I can see if I do this or in work and business and whatever. Like, if
I've got 7 tasks in 30 seconds. I can sit there and break them down and figure out what needs to go first, second,
I feel like
third,
I'm
delegation, all that
manage
stuff.
like that. But when I play, I don't really
blank out.
Well, you have to be so good that you're not only thinking about where you want to go, where you got to think about what his potential moves are.
Yeah, it's just
you have to play both games at the same time.
Right.
And the people who, like you said, can think ahead are the ones.
Did you see though? Just recently, one of the top tippity top chess players, amazing at chess, played AI.
Oh no!
With his back to the computer. So the AI was on the computer behind him, and the AI would announce, "I moved
rook to whatever.
I moved pawn, here." Him, without looking at the chessboard, played and beat the AI. And he was even calling out the AI's moves. He was like, "I'm gonna go here. AI's gonna go here." And then the guy who's like clicking for the guy is like, "So I'm just making sure you want to do, rook to this." And the guy's like, "Yep." And he's like, that guy's trying to find it and like make sure he's going to make the right move. And that guy is, so not only are you knowing the game, but you are played it so long, you can play a whole entire game without even looking at it.
Well, in that movie,
you really should.
I should
turn it.
No, you should watch if you like it, because I'm like I said, I'm decent at it, but it was intriguing to see. But she could close her eyes at night.
Yeah.
And she would
on the ceiling, like she would just see
the whole chessboard, and she'd see all the moves that happened in that whole game, and she'd watch other guys play, and replay their game.
And wasn't it at the time that women weren't?
Yeah, she was like one of the first.
And she was very young.
Yeah.
But it's really not a true story. But there is a woman that kind of
based off of true.
Tried to sue Netflix over it because it's mirrored her story. Mm-hmm. So, but it's a cool show. I would recommend it.
That's funny. We went from Browns to chess.
Yeah. Very interesting.
I don't know if we had much else going on. I got my feel good just to throw in there, but do we have any other topics we wanted to bring up that you can remember off the top of your head?
No, I don't think so. Bitcoin is kind of okay.
It's hovering. 113, 114.
Stock market is the highest it's ever been, so let's hope it stays there. There's all kinds of
negative
political stuff we could talk about, but we're not doing it today. So what's your story? I don't know. Do you have something else?
No, my feel-good story is just like, and it's almost just like a reminder to us. It's a reminder to people. I'm very rarely on my phone. I will have bouts where I'm on my phone a little bit more than usual. I try to live very in the moment, but this story is there was a lady who was at a Costco parking lot. She's sitting in the parking lot. She just finished grocery shopping. She's in her car and she's just scrolling through her phone. She's seeing very negative. And she hears audibly someone say, "Stop, look up." So she got concerned and she's looking around trying to figure out who said that. And she's telling herself, "I heard someone say stop, look up. I heard someone say stop, look up." But she couldn't figure out what was going on. And when she said she looked up, she put her phone down and a flock of geese came and landed in the parking lot. It had just rained and there was a big pool of water. These geese just came and landed in the water. She turned just a little bit to the right and she saw this younger couple. They were dating. They're all giggly. They're hugging on each other. She was like, "Oh, that's such a sweet moment." She turns to the left and there's the sunset. There's nice clouds. Then she looks another direction and there's an elderly couple getting helped by a young man, putting groceries in the car.
I'm afraid of
No, there's no joke.
Okay.
All I'm trying to say is that every once in a while we need to remind ourselves in this day and age with these stories that are going out to put our phones down, disassociate from that part of the world and look at the beauty that is around us,
Sure.
and just be reminded of humanity, that we have emotions, that we have love, that we have compassion, and just enjoy it for what it is. I don't know if anybody else loves going into work. I can't say that I get excited to go into work. It's a job. I do what I need to do, go home. I'm able to use what I get from work to benefit my family and enjoy life. But I'm going to tell you right now, the sunsets that we get at work,
No, the
sunrises that we get at work
because we're going in early enough.
are beautiful. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, I literally will
I take the same route as you. And
Yeah.
so this morning on 71, when you kind of just turn this bend, it's just
right
hit.
there.
It's right there. And this morning, it was just this beautiful pink, orange sky.
and not even that. So go ahead.
and then all these little com trails in this, and it was just beautiful.
But I've been coming in very early. Like I've been getting in at 5 o'clock recently, trying to do some extra work, trying to push life. And I will stop whatever I'm doing, because now the sun rises a little bit later. I will stop what I'm doing, and I'll either walk or I will drive to a spot in the yard where it is just right there. And I will take 15 seconds and I will just tell myself, like, God is good. This is so beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you, the world is chaotic. Take a minute, put your phone down, enjoy your family, enjoy life, and look for something that's beautiful, because it's all around us. It's impossible not to find something.
When I was
that's beautiful.
driving my daughter around before she could drive, and she would have her phone when she was like 14, 15, like she would be looking at it as we're driving. I'm like, put that down. I'm like, look around. She goes, what? I'm like, look at the trees.
Look at the houses.
Just look at something.
You're going to see something crazy.
When we were kids, we had nothing to do but look around.
When I drove across the country, I think I mentioned it one time. I don't know if I had my phone, I was sleeping, but I wasn't paying attention because we were driving across the country. But I remember like putting my chair up because I was passenger, and I just looked out, and there was a pack of wild horses that were running through this field. And it was just gorgeous. And it was like went underneath because like they took the highway and they went over a piece so they can get under, and they were like running below us, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I saw that and I was like,
It is interesting to see or to know what all we missed by just constantly being on our phone. But speaking of sunrises,
this house.
and sunsets, I mean, he has. It's a beautiful spot. The sun rises.
It just happens to be this.
You've seen it if you've seen the podcast. His backyard
got the lake,
over
you got
the lake.
the trees.
But in the mornings it's gorgeous. You know, I do have something. Talk about feel good.
Yeah.
Right.
So I play drums in my worship band. You're a drummer.
Yep. I used to play in my worship team.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel very like.
Let's get you a clarinet. What would you play? A saxophone?
No.
Trombone?
But no, I feel like I'm very not
We don't have cowbell.
talented.
We don't have cowbell. Cowbell in worship bands.
I would hit it hard. You can never have enough cowbell.
So you know how you finish a song and maybe my worship pastor, my worship leader, Marcus, he's
Great guy.
incredibly talented.
Very.
I mean, this man,
He's a great spiritual leader too. He's amazing.
he is amazing, but he can play every instrument pretty
can.
much, and he's really, really good, and he brings the most out of us, and we have a beautiful worship band. But I wish it was recorded, and I wish I could catch exactly what he said, but it's something that he said recently, right in between songs, was so amazing that it couldn't have been said any better. And he said, in today's climate with the world and everything that we're dealing with, we have Gen Zs and Gen Xs and
millennials and
with all that
boomers.
stuff. There's like so many generations, quote, of people alive today. And he made the comment where he's like, but I kind of felt like when I was younger and I was growing up, I felt like a generation was
Much bigger.
from like 4 years old to like 90 years old. Like we are a generation right now. As in, we're not just Gen Zs and Gen Xs and whatever.
This is the generation.
This is the generation. And can we get back to saying to ourselves that we are in a generation of people? of friends, of peers,
Not just birth years.
Well, I always,
of grandkids or grandparents or uncles and friends, and like, and it was just cool. Could like to put it in that perspective, where it's like, instead of breaking us down into, this 10 year or this 12 years or 14 years of being born, like we're in a combined current generation.
Like a generation should be grandparent, child, grandkid.
Right.
That's the generation.
So there's like 3 generations going on most of the time.
and it
in any given
constantly is shifting and it's moving and it's growing.
I've always understood it that way.
And that's how
either there was like 2 generations or 3 generations at
always
the most.
in the moment.
Yeah, I mean, some families have,
And the way he
great-grandkids,
said it, and in
yeah.
between songs, it just really resonated with me, because that's a way to.
Because that's another thing that we're like pitting against each other.
Yeah, we're segmented
You got the
too much.
millennials versus the Gen Z.
And they're so different. They used to do this and they used to do
Yeah.
that.
What's the baby boomers and all that stuff. But are we really like it? Couldn't it be more?
cohesive.
encompassing.
Yes. So
Yeah, that is very nice.
It's a great point.
yeah.
But I always kind of remembered it that way. You had like parents and kids, and that was like 2 generations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, you could have a generation every 20 years.
Yeah. Because you
But-
could have another.
Yeah, like someone at 20 has a baby, the 40-year-old had them.
Mm-hmm.
So can be multiple ones, but you're right. We'll all just hear
At the end of the day, in today's, we need to all come together. We all need to stop bickering like a divorced couple.
And the other thing that we also have to understand that I think we always forget is that this isn't like from the very first episode where you said that society is
Degrading.
it plays on me, and I'm like, are we? But I think the other thing that you have to understand is that bad things have always happened. Evil people have. Someone killed John Lennon.
Mm-hmm.
For what reason? I don't know.
John F. Kennedy.
Martin
Martin
people.
Luther King.
Think about that time in the '60s. It just had to be. There was people being assassinated 3 times in one decade and more. So, as much as we can get frustrated about things that are going on, unfortunately, there's always been evil. But yes, I feel like as we go on and we become more civilized, it should become less. Mm-hmm. So that's all. I don't know.
Yes. We're working so hard to have the best, the most cushy, the most relaxed.
But you might not think about it, but you saying that society is degrading, I go back and forth every day like, no, we're not.
I didn't mean to do that to you.
Yeah. No, I know, but it made me think.
I'm not trying to be pessimistic. Is that the right word? Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to say like
Or
everything's
negative
bad,
about
or I'm just trying to say that
It seems.
Billy Joel.
Isn't there a song?
We didn't start the fire.
Yeah.
If you listen to the lyrics in that song, he was trying to tell his
I've
dad.
always wished someone would do it again today.
He tried to tell his dad at the time, because his dad was saying that
It was
your
a generation
generation
thing.
and you guys and you're
that's how it's
doing
always
this.
been though. I always feel like the next generation's always negative.
And
Yeah.
I make that.
But it's like that song says, we didn't start the fire. There was always something going on.
You know the song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the lyrics in there, he wrote
Everything out that was
everything
going on.
out that had been going on from prior and through now and everything like that. It's like we didn't just start the fire. The fire's been going on, you know what I mean? But
And it's interesting to know that was the reason why. Like, for a lot of years, I didn't know that, and maybe you told me that, or someone told me that.
I watched something.
It was because him and his dad were having a riff about your generation, and he's like, "Wait a minute,
We didn't start this. We're just
you
living
guys
in it."
Yeah, right.
It's always been burning since the world has been turning, you know? Like, I mean,
You would think that he was a historian. I mean, he pulls out everything in that song.
it really does.
You should play that at the end of our podcast.
Anything else, John?
Once again, 1,000 subscribers yet?
No.
Close?
No, we're not close.
Mediocrely
We're
close?
at 42.
4-2.
How is it possible?
1 week we only got 2.
Yeah. I don't know.
That just
I don't know what the algorithm does or means. We were so confident about one short and it gets 80 views. We didn't think another short was going to do good. It got 2,600 views. I don't know.
I'm telling you right now, if we don't start getting more subscribers, and this is a threat. If we don't start getting more subscribers, I am going to take off one piece of article of clothing.
Oh, please. Oh, please. subscribe right now.
We're banned.
Hard ban.
Yes. So next week I'm going to be shirtless.
No.
Then we're gonna have to put a disclaimer.
A video disclaimer.
You know when they put sensitive material?
Yeah.
You still want to watch
The
this?
funny thing is that compared to everything else on the internet, that's
might not be that bad.
mediocre.
Yeah.
That's just mild. You know what I mean?
I mean, now if you really want to get views,
Yes.
I'll take off my shirt.
Actually, if we really want
I'm not going to take my shirt off.
if we really want to get views, we need to have like ladies in the background jumping
Cheerleaders.
jumping on a trampoline. What show did that?
That was a long
Man
time
Show?
ago. The Man Show.
They would have girls just bouncing around on trampoline.
No, that was at the very end of the show.
the end of the
That's
show.
how they
But
finished the
but
show.
they would have women all around them with bikinis on, all throughout the show, and they would kind of just talk. Right?
Times have changed.
They would talk. Maybe
But hey,
we've already breaking the rules with the cigar and the drinking.
Yeah, that is true. We're already breaking a lot of rules. But at 50 subscribers, we can go live, and that's one
50 subscribers?
we can go live, but no one's gonna watch it live because of the way the algorithm
I'll
works.
make my daughter and my wife watch.
I'll make my wife, and my son watch. Who's 3?
We're gonna have just 7 devices set up.
Yeah. All of our viewers are right here in the room.
Turn them on. Turn them on. Turn them on. Turn them on.
Yes, I'm not saying that I won't do that. If we don't start getting subscribers, I'm just opening up 1,000
You
accounts.
said it the last time. If you haven't subscribed, if you already have subscribed,
I'm gonna have
make a
the
new
same
account.
email account, but it just changes by one letter, one number. Next one.
James is gonna go on an India website and
Yes.
buy
Buy 'em.
22
That's
year
what
old.
we need to tap into.
No, I don't want
There's
to do
billions
that.
of people in China and India.
Pay for them.
Push this over there.
Maybe I should.
Uh-huh. All right.
Hey, a great conversation.
Yes.
Amid
Always,
everything that's going
always
on,
a good conversation.
I like keeping it light. I like
It was
keeping it
we were very somber when we first got together here, but
Because
Yeah.
that just happened. I mean, literally.
literally 3 hours ago. So, but thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. If you want to give us a question to answer,
Yes,
because we're
that's
so
right.
wise and mature
Or
in
just-
life, or if you want to just hear us bumble through the answer,
we have
can do that.
almost 3 generations right here in this room.
I know.
yes.
But no, thank you, and
All right.
just
We'll
keep
see you
watching.
next time.
Yeah, see ya.
Thanks.
Bye.